broadcast today on NewsX World. With that, viewers, we're shifting focus towards South Korea, where we're learning that former First Lady Keon Hee, wife of ousted ex-president Yoon Suk Yeol, has now been indicted on bribery and other serious charges as part of an investigation into the country's recent martial law crisis and related scandals. Both Kim and Yoon are currently in jail, with Yoon already on trial for insurrection linked to his failed attempt to impose martial law last December. Kim, meanwhile, faces allegations including stock manipulation and accepting bribes, such as luxury gifts from a Unification Church official, charges her lawyers deny. Meanwhile, former Prime Minister Han Duck-soo has also been indicted for abetting insurrection. Joining us on the broadcast is Dr. Sanjay Kumar. He's a journalist from the Korea Herald, joining us live from Seoul. Thank you so much for speaking to NewsX World. For the benefit of our viewers, could you explain to us what exactly are the charges against Keon Hee and what has been panning out? What is the sentiment of the people on the ground as well as far as this case is concerned?
Well, there are three charges that has been framed, and it is turning out to be true when it comes to the legal procedures. Those acts are the Capital Market Act, then Political Funds Act, and bribery. So, if we see it precisely, then these three charges have been framed, and the Special Counsel is not only investigating, but now it has indicted also, framing those charges and bringing Keon Hee to the books. If you ask the public sentiments here, then public sentiments here were very much against because of former President Yoon Suk Yeol's hawkish approach and his involvement in many of the political scandals. So people here, they are considering this as a political scandal, and they want justice. And under new president, they are seeing that definitely justice is going to be delivered. The bad news for Keon Hee and former President Yoon Suk Yeol is that even their hardcore supporters are now losing hope because new president ratings are getting higher, and this is sending very negative signals to even the staunch supporters of former President Yoon. And another bad news for former President Yoon and former First Lady Keon Hee is that they have got a new president just a few days back in People Power Party. And the new president doesn't look very interested in raising these issues. So we can say that the timing for Keon Hee is very rocky. She is going through very bad times. She has admitted also that something has not been right, and she has said that she is going to support the trials, and she has been apologetic for all these kinds of distress. So both of the couples, couple are in hot water, you can say, from public perspective.
You've mentioned that President Lee Jae-myung's ratings are skyrocketing. Meanwhile, the PPP has a new president. But what about the image of the party at large, which has been dented by Yoon Suk Yeol's decision to impose martial law last December, as well as the scandal of his wife with regards to bribery? How do you think the new president is looking at repairing this dent that has been caused?
See, from people's perspective, they don't want to, especially in Korea, people are very much against this kind of scandals, and morality is always in the center if you do politics in Korea. So Korean people want that kind of morality in public life to be established and to be executed and be followed by all the people. especially if you belong from opposition as well as the ruling party. Like if you are a political person, you have to be politically not just correct, but also moral responsibility is so high. The moral standards are very high. And because of this, President Yoon had been framed a lot. And on top of that, uh, especially after imposing martial law, he lost even support of the of within his party, and many of his close aides were also against this. Many of his aides, including cabinet members, were not informed about this martial law. That is why he lost the political ground here. So you can say that conservative bloc here in Korea, they have suffered a lot because of President Yoon Suk Yeol's martial law, and they don't want to recall those timings, and they want to revive conservative party. So the focus is very different, and that is why former President Yoon and Kim Gon-hee is going through tough times. Kim Gon-hee and President Yoon both admits that the timing is very dark for them. But the People Power Party don't want the future of the party to be darker. So that is the situation here, and people also don't want to see a dark conservative or like what to say, or a negative kind of politics coming again. They just want to forget whatever happened, because for almost 6 months there was a lot of hue and cry in the political circles. So now the political circles also want to have a fresh start, and they want to move on, because there are different challenging agendas under President, because of the Trump tariffs. Things and items have not been finalized yet. I mean, the tariffs on various items have not been finalized. That is why the focus and agenda is very different. They don't want to bring this scandal and all this negative politics
to move away from the political tumult. Thank you so much, Dr. Kumar, for taking out time joining us on NewsX.